Guys, so I'm officially 6 months plus in America. And I want to start a special series that I'm going to call The Things That I Feel Like Are a Scam as an Immigrant Living in America. This is going to be very raw and real. And just a disclaimer, let's agree to disagree in the comment section. You don't need to abuse me. These are my experiences and this is what I'm seeing and this is what I'm observing. Okay? Let's agree to disagree in the comment section respectfully. All right? I know America is heaven for most people or for some people, but there's the reality that none of us ever wants to talk about. And so we paint this picture of, oh, America is this, America is that, until someone lands here and they realize, oh my God, what's going on? So number one, when I got here 1 month, I took 1 month to just rest and all, and I got a job the second month of me being here. And my son then was almost turning 3 years. So what we did, we wanted to take him to daycare so that I can work and dad is working. So I remember before you go to daycare, you're allowed to go do, visits and see how the daycare looks like and all that. So we went to this one daycare and I really loved it. It's just next to our house. And when we were going around, I saw this child and she was so tiny, very beautiful, adorable baby, very tiny. And so I was curious. I asked, the lady, and like, oh, she's also part of the daycare, or she's, one of the workers' child. And she was like, no, she's part of the daycare kids. And I'm like, how old is she? And the lady tells me she's 7 weeks old. 7 weeks old. The African in me at that point started judging the mother. And I was like, why would a woman in your senses take a 7 weeks baby to daycare? Why? But the rude shock that was waiting for me, I came to find out why. And here it is. Here is the reason why. So one thing I realized is it is not a law in America for an employer to pay you maternity leave. It's not a law. If you're lucky enough to work in a firm that pays you for maternity leave, thank God, because it's not a law. The way in Kenya it is a law, and most countries also, even in Europe, it is a law that the employer should pay you for maternity leave. In America, that is a luxury that is not here. Okay? So if you work, even my company, they don't pay for maternity leave. So if you get pregnant, you have to start thinking about two things: either leaving the job or going back to work. All right? So what happens is when you give birth, they give you 6 weeks. You get 6 weeks, but it is unpaid. So they allow you to go for maternity leave for 6 weeks, but it is unpaid. So once those 6 weeks elapse, you have the hard choice of choosing to go back to work or staying home and watching your child. So when it comes to this person, this is now what I understand is, if you're a single mom, you have no anyone paying your bills, there's no way you're staying home. There's no way you're staying home. And so her only option was to take that child to daycare so that she can go to work and make money, because they need money to survive. All right? And it's crazy because when the lady was giving us all the terms and everything, so I was asking her, what is the age limit? Like, what is the youngest you guys can take and what is the, oldest that you guys can take? And she told me the least age they allow is 6 weeks. So it's common here. And I'm like, my goodness, I'm coming from a third world country. I have given birth in Kenya. And in Kenya, I was paid 3 months to stay home with my baby. Every month, salary was coming in. America is one of the most powerful countries in the world. It's actually the powerful country in the world. Why is this not a luxury for our women in America? Why is that not a luxury for our women in America? Why do I have to just keep praying so hard to get an employer who is good so I can get paid maternity leave? It should be standard. I hear that even in Europe, there are countries that pay their women 1 year maternity leave. Oh man, America, you need to do better. You honestly need to do better for your women. No, it is not acceptable. There's no way you can be here like this and you're treating women like this. No. So that's number one of the things that I feel like are a scam. as an immigrant living in America. The series continues.